Good morning. You listen to FloridaLA.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. I'm at the BDNY show in New York, and I'm with Jeremy Whipple, the Vice President of Commercial with AVA, which is Novalis' commercial brand. Jeremy, how you doing?
I'm very good. Thanks, Kemp. Good to see you today.
Good to be with you. Let's first just catch up on business. How are you finding business?
Business is good. Obviously, I'm just on the commercial side. I would call it consistent. We're seeing people following through on projects, and definitely interest in certain segments in the commercial side we think is growing. Healthcare, hospitality has been strong. Multifamily has been steady. I wouldn't say it's growing, but for our side, we've had a very encouraging year. We're very happy.
Most people know Novalis is a top 5 supplier of LVT in the world, and we're at the hospitality show. One of the things we've been watching is the convergence of the rooms from carpet to LVT. Tell us a little bit about how that's been going.
Yeah, that actually started even before COVID, but we're seeing it, I think, even accelerated after COVID. And there's several factors. One is just long-term longevity, life cycle. You get a much longer life out of your hard surface. A lot of times they want to change the design before really the flooring's ready to be changed, performance-wise. Also, sanitation, maintenance programs. For a long time, carpet was being selected because of the sound performance of it. And now with the advent of thicker LVTs, 5 millimeter for glue down, or the SPC, WPC category, we're seeing the hospitality side say, okay, hey, now the acoustic situation that we had is solved. And now you're seeing hard surfaces, specifically LVT, floating LVT, being the number one focus for their interiors people.
A couple things there. As you look at the type of brands that are switching over, is it at certain price points, or is it even up in the luxury side as well?
I think with the advancement of design, you're seeing the luxury side as well. The onus is on us to bring them the design that they need. So they don't have to go to, let's say, a hardwood. Herringbone, chevrons, which is a collection we just launched called Sway. Larger plank formats to really provide dramatic effect. And then also having those price point budget side, when we're talking about a hotel that has 300, 400 units, they have a very sharp budget that we have to hit. So we provide solutions for all of those, both from a design side and a product performance, budget side.
In the old days, the carpet had to be changed out every 5 to 7 years. Have they figured out the cycle yet on LVT when they go that route?
They haven't figured it out because they haven't hit it yet. With this trend, we're still probably only halfway through the warranty cycle. All of my stuff for a hospitality project, we're talking 20-year heavy commercial, right? So this trend started maybe 10, 11 years ago and has been building momentum. So we're only halfway through even what the warranty covers. But what I do know is when I talk to the hospitality and facility people, they're expecting a 2 or 3x lifespan versus what they were getting with carpet.
Let's talk about aesthetics for a minute. You talked a minute ago about the herringbone and chevron. Are they putting in the wood look in these rooms? Or some brands doing something a little different?
Still wood is the predominant, but already they're looking for what's new. And so, we developed a collection called Sway where they can glue down or they can do a floating version of herringbone and click. And it's not in a modular form, it's actual plank. So they get a strong, solid installation and they get the visual that they really want. We are seeing a trend to softer textile and stone look. So we have a terrazzo, we have a concrete, and we're seeing that start being brought in. Maybe not in the whole room area, but in the kitchen areas, the kitchenettes, or even flowing it through the bathroom so they have a consistent floor throughout, and then they don't have to have any transitions at doorways, which has been very important for the hotel groups.
Even on the extreme luxury side of the rooms, oftentimes they put a hard surface right inside the door when you walk in the room, and you're getting that business as well, right?
Yeah, that's always been kind of standard, right? That walk-off area, coming from out of elevators, out of corridors where, they're tracking that in. But now what they're finding is they can take it through the whole space, all locked together, performing as, one solid floor. And like I said, running it around kitchen areas and bathrooms. So yeah, right now we're seeing a heavy trend of just, how can I have a full hard surface room or setup for them?
We're at the hospitality vertical segment now, and we both recognizing this is showing some energy. So some of the segments aren't as strong, but you were just telling me last week you were at the healthcare show, and it was also strong, right?
Probably the best healthcare show we've ever been to. The HCD crew that runs the show said it was their largest attendance ever. We threw a big networking event, and it was packed wall to wall. And it wasn't just people there that were looking for innovation. They had active projects. They had active specifications. We're seeing the healthcare community kind of coming out of COVID. They were probably the last ones because they were still busy coming out of COVID. Now looking at standards and performance of products and they're very, very active right now. So yeah, last week with the HCD and then BDNY this week, this has been 2 very solid weeks for us.
I'm looking around your space here, and I see John Woo traveled to the show this year, so I guess this is a strong market for you, right?
It's a very important market for us to have our ownership here, and obviously it shows how important AVA is for Novalis. And so, yeah, hospitality is something that we have kind of earmarked as we believe we can make a big impact. Obviously, being the manufacturer, probably my most impactful saying when I talk to a lot of the end users, a lot of hotel groups is the name on the factory is the name on the box. And they want direct access to the factory, and we're able to provide that. So we've made a big impact with them.
All right, Jeremy, thanks for spending time with our listeners. Again, been talking to Jeremy Whipple, the Vice President of Commercial with AVA, and you've been listening to Kemp Harr and FortValley.net.